The science behind biodiversity loss. Biodiversity loss refers to the decline in the variety and abundance of species within a specific ecosystem or globally. Here's an overview of the science behind biodiversity loss. Causes of biodiversity loss. Habitat destruction, deforestation, urbanization, agriculture, and infrastructure development destroy natural habitats, reducing available space and resources for species. Climate change. Rising temperatures, altered precipitation patterns, and extreme weather events disrupt ecosystems, affecting species distributions, migration patterns, and survival. Pollution. Chemical pollutants, plastic waste, oil spills, and nutrient runoff degrade habitats, poison wildlife, and disrupt ecosystem functioning. Overexploitation. Unsustainable hunting, fishing, logging, and harvesting of natural resources exceed the ecosystem's capacity to regenerate, leading to population declines and extinction threats. Invasive species. Non-native species introduced through human activities outcompete native species, disrupt food webs, and alter ecosystem dynamics. Disease. Emerging diseases and pathogens can devastate populations, particularly in species with small and isolated populations. Impact on ecosystems. Ecosystem services. Biodiversity loss reduces ecosystem services essential for human well-being, such as pollination, water purification, climate regulation, and nutrient cycling. Food security. Loss of biodiversity threatens food sources derived from wild plants, animals, and fisheries, impacting global food security and nutritional diversity. Resilience. High biodiversity enhances ecosystem resilience to environmental changes, pathogens, and disturbances, maintaining stability and productivity. Conservation strategies. Protected areas. Establishing and managing protected areas, national parks, and marine reserves to conserve biodiversity, safeguard habitats, and manage human impacts. Habitat restoration. Restoring degraded ecosystems through reforestation, wetland restoration, and habitat rehabilitation to enhance biodiversity and ecosystem services. Sustainable practices. Adopting sustainable land use practices, fisheries management, and agricultural techniques to reduce ecological footprint and promote biodiversity conservation. International agreements. Implementing global agreements and conventions, e.g., Convention on Biological Diversity, CITES, to promote biodiversity conservation, sustainable use of resources, and equitable benefit sharing. Public awareness. Raising awareness about biodiversity importance, threats, and conservation efforts to promote informed decision-making, citizen science, and community engagement. Monitoring and research. Biodiversity assessments. Conducting biodiversity surveys, monitoring species populations, and assessing habitat health to track trends, identify threats, and prioritize conservation actions. Scientific research. Advancing ecological research, genetics, conservation biology, and ecosystem modeling to understand biodiversity dynamics, predict impacts, and develop effective conservation strategies. Understanding the science behind biodiversity loss is crucial for addressing global environmental challenges, preserving species diversity, and maintaining healthy ecosystems for future generations. Collaborative efforts among governments, conservation organizations, communities, and individuals are essential to mitigate biodiversity loss, protect natural habitats, and promote sustainable development worldwide.